Welcome everybody, we are going to load up a WWE SuperCard Codebreakers for the very first time. Check out the event, check out the event preview, check out the deck. Hopefully it tells us how to play it. I'm kind of interested who the event card is, But y'all are going to have to let me know, what do you think? Tomorrow, Thursday, whenever this goes live, we will be streaming. So I'm excited to play a new event. Hopefully we do well. Hopefully it's not an event in which, I don't know, I guess maybe deck balance has to do with it and we struggle because Clash of Champions, that particular game mode, deck balance makes it really hard to play it. Hopefully it's not like that. Anyways, can you crack the code, play the new Codebreaker event for the ranked event card? So only one single event, like LMS. Cool. Where were we? Use the card alignments to figure out the pattern. Having trouble? Don't worry. You can use decoders to reveal a part of the code. Also collect point doublers and refreshers along the way to help you break through. All right. So, I love the little 80s old school feel to this thing. Man, this is a pretty cool little what do you call it, like a icon type whatever it's called. Either way, I really like the feel of it. So far so good. I love the look, I love the old school vibe, I love the code thing. Especially being a math guy like me, I love codes and deciphers and all of that stuff. The event card, on the other hand, also looks pretty awesome. The ghostly, ghastly ghouls and goblins type of feel to it. Awesome. Kane. Awesome. That's a pretty cool image. And the event card, like I said, is pretty sweet. So far so good. I mean, there's so far, I think, 3 for 3 for what I like. I like how it looks. I like the card design. I like the choice is pretty nice as well. So let's see what we got. Welcome to the Codebreakers. Use your powers of deduction to solve the codes, earn points, and climb the leaderboard. Hopefully it really is some kind of code because I'm a math guy. I love codes. I love figuring stuff out. So hopefully it is. I mean, I would think that it would be probably pretty basic, pretty simple, but either way, climb the leaderboard. Each time you complete a level, you'll earn a reward pack plus higher levels worth more points. LMS feel, I guess, too. Here are some of the cards to get you started. Codebreaker pack. Of course, it's the bottom tier, which is nice. I mean, for all the people that decide to start up today, maybe they can play it. Although, still interested whether or not deck balance has anything to do with it. And whether or not, obviously the arrows are probably going to need to be balanced. But as far as the tiers go, levels go, power goes, you know, will any of that come into play? There's still some time before Codebreaker begins. Check back soon to get started. So we're looking at the deck right now. It looks obviously exactly like Giants Unleashed. We have 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 ups, 4 downs. So as you can tell, or as you can see, my down arrows right now are pretty janky, not really too much. Right arrows, same thing. I mean, we got a bunch of Royal Rumble pros. That's my left arrows are hot. I still got to pro up that Mr. T though. Although I might leave it unpro'd just in case it has to do with deck balance or whatever. Then we'll just have to see. But overall, I mean, I only have a few WrestleMania 37 pros. And then the rest of them are going to be Royal Rumbles. So how much is deck balance going to come into play? No support cards, by the way. So Codebreaker is a leaderboard event. Use the powers of deduction to solve the codes and earn points to place on the leaderboard and earn rewards. Okay, so gameplay. Each level has a unique secret code to solve, which is made up of a sequence of 4 alignment arrows. Alright? Each level consists of 4 rounds where you choose cards to battle 4 opponents. You will earn points as you attempt to solve and weaken the final 4. Okay? So, I'm assuming that with all of these little arrows right here, you're going to be given a set number of cards, right? And so if I want to take this little aisle right here, then I have to use an up arrow card and battle the opponent or something. Left arrow card to battle the opponent. Up arrow, right arrow, down arrow, etc. I mean, to me at least, that's what it looks like. Of course, I could be completely off base here, but we'll just have to keep going, see how it goes. The final 4 opponents of each level are protected by the code. The best way to beat them is to play the cards with the alignment arrows that match the code. That's interesting. So let's say, just for the sake of argument, we got a left, up, right, down for the secret code. Now, for one, is the cards you get random? Because what if you don't get an arrow that has to do with the final code? Or do we get all the cards? I mean, surely we can't be given 16 cards in the beginning to choose from. So that's going to be interesting how it plays out. Like, what if you don't have the card that has the final code in the end? I can see that being a problem. Moving on. At the end of each round, you will given 2 clues to help you solve the code. Clue 1 shows you how many of the alignment arrows you played are both in the code and in the correct location in the sequence. All right, so as you see here, we got a up arrow with a check mark. We got a left arrow with a check mark. And so that tells us, I guess, in the final boss, that the left arrow was right and the up arrow was right, but the 2 middle ones were wrong. Fair enough. Clue 2 shows you how many of the remaining alignment arrows are in the code, but in the wrong location. Okay. So here it shows us that we still have a down arrow. It's just the down arrow is not in the right spot. The down arrow is supposed to be in the second spot. And I'm going to assume that we would just have to switch out this right arrow and put it as a left arrow for the third spot. Okay, solving the code early will allow you to skip the final round to the final 4. You'll gain points for those rounds through the skip bonus. Codebreaker has 3 different boosts. You can use point doublers. When you activate, earn double points, obviously like all of the plague doublers. Refresher, this will return a card's stats back to full. To activate it, simply drag the refresher onto the injured card on your bench or on the ring. This almost has a balanced deck feel to it, like LMS, like Clash of Champions. But LMS is so much easier for me than Clash of Champions. Like, when you play Clash of Champions, when you have like 3 or 4 cards that are super OP and then the rest of your deck is garbage, the very first round you can't win. LMS, you can at least make it to 20 or 30 arena. You can purchase decoders to automatically solve a piece of the code. So for 25 credits will give you one of the pieces of the code, 1, 2, 3, or 4. There are 2 types of rewards you can earn throughout the event: level and leaderboard. Level rewards are earned every time you complete a level, and leaderboard rewards are given out at the end of the event based on final standings. If your rank is high enough, you'll receive a special event card. Woo woo. I'm assuming top 10,000, just like in LMS. And I'm going to assume that rewards are probably exactly the same. So like place 10,000 to 15,000, you get giant platinum packs and all of this. Oh, we'll just check it. Okay, here you can see the rewards for each of the ranks. Looks like we go all the way down to, yeah, I'm assuming 10,000. Yeah, 10,000. So 10,000 to 22,000, you get 3 packs, 2 packs, exactly set up the same way as LMS. And then we got rewards, the levels, same thing exactly as LMS. So, all right, I personally like LMS, so I'm happy about that. Now, whether or not, again, I'm a little scared that this is going to have to do with deck balancing, in which case I'm going to struggle because I do have like a Mr. T Pro. I got, you know, WrestleMania 37 Pros. I got this Bray Wyatt that is also going to, The Fiend, which is also going to hurt my deck for deck balance. So we'll just have to see how it goes in the beginning. Of course, we will stream it at launch, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow on Thursday. Y'all are going to have to let me know, what do you think of the event? What do you think of, so far, everything that you've seen? The event card selection. Dude, he looks so mean. He looks so mean. It totally reminds me of Goonies. But anyway, don't think I have anything else. So, yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Again, let me know what you think about the event. Are you excited? I personally am kind of excited because I like LMS. I personally like LMS. I hate Clash of Champions, though. So, and how much of it is going to really impact as far as deck balance goes. I'm sure the way that it's set up and structured with top 10,000, deck balance is probably going to have a big chunk of it. We might end up opening those packs in the store for WrestleMania 37s to try to get some pros, if it'll help. But we'll just have to see how it goes tomorrow and then make the decision from there. But I'm excited. I think it looks good. I like the event so far. I like what I'm looking at, and we'll just have to see. It kind of reminds me of War too, with the arrows and stuff, because I'm the only person on the planet that likes War and LMS at the same time. So it feels like this is my event. It feels like this is my event. Plus, it's a code, which I love. So feel good about it. Either way, guys, have a good rest of your afternoon, and hopefully your Wild Wednesday went good. I would have showed the pack, but of course it's buns, so no bother. I will check you out tomorrow. Tune in for the stream at launch. Y'all take it easy. I'm out. Peace.